Alright, Farmer J-Dub here. No, sorry, not Pacific Northwest. I can't even remember where I am anymore. Westbridge Hills. Um, Precision farming, it's on. Uh, I've been overthinking everything way too much, and this is a heck of a lot easier than I thought in the first place. So, we're gonna get to it. I've got everything has been harvested from yesterday. Um, so basically I just got cultivated fields. So what we're gonna do is just start with that. All you need to do is just cultivate your fields, get them cultivated, and then start seeding. So where are we here? Run over here, grab my tractor. Don't worry, there's a tractor here. I love this little shed. It's great. Alright, let's grab the 1050 and do some seeding. So when I first started doing the precision farming, I was basically just playing the game like I was before, before precision farming. And I would put fertilizer on my fields, you know, after I was done harvesting, and then I would plant, and then I'd fertilize again. And that's kind of how I was trying it when I first started the precision farming, and that's not the way to go. I have found this to be way easier than I was expecting, really. So, we'll get over to the field here. Alright. So, all my soil tests have been done. Autosave is on. Okay. So, this is what I got here. 16 and 17. You can see we got quite the few ribbons of sandy loam and some silty clay in there, which is fine. I also got field 2 up at the top here. Oh boy, that is a lot of silty clay in there. Alright, now let's just get to it and let's see what we got here first. I guess I gotta check my pH first, not just get into seeding. So, see what it says here. pH value is bad. So, well, I guess I better do something about that first. Let's get the limer out here. Get the stoyer through that. I kind of just got the fields cultivated, and I didn't do anything to them yet, so I imagine all of them are probably going to need some lime love on there. So I love this manure spreader because you just fill it up with lime and it spreads out 24 meters. Makes life so much easier having, oh, I can't even remember what this holds, like 30-some thousand liters, so you can go for a long time with this. sorry, 25,000 liters. But it still holds a lot more than your usual limer, so let's get over here and get this started. Well, as you see, it's changing the field to a nice, beautiful dark green for lime, which is what you're going for. It's going to put on exactly what you need. So we'll get this field limed up, and I'll put them over on field 17 to start liming there, and then we'll get to the seeding part here right away. As before I was putting, I would always put fertilizer on the fields first, and that's, with precision farming, it's not the way to go, because all your crops need different amounts of nitrogen in them. So when you treat a field without seed in it, it's going to bump that field all the way up to like 200 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen, which is fine if you're growing like corn or something that needs a lot of nitrogen. Other crops have different nitrogen needs, we'll say, and it is not good to basically fertilize your field before you put seed in, because it's going to put it to 200 kilograms, and then you go and you seed it with something and it's going to say the nitrogen value is bad. So you don't want that. So I was always just overthinking everything and just, putting my nitrogen on, playing the game like I was before, and I found that it was not working at all. So I just went back to, the bread and butter of get your field, cultivate it, seed it, and then worry about your fertilizer states. And that is working out really beneficial. You'll see after seeding that this strategy works really well. When I first had the precision farming on, I had applied nitrogen to a field, and then I put soybeans in it thinking, oh yeah, this will be good. Soybeans do not like nitrogen at all. So if you've got a field that has like 0 value for nitrogen, put soybeans in it, because they will thrive with no nitrogen. Which seems really weird, but that's the way that crop grows. It's the way it likes it. So let's take a look and see what there is for nitrogen. Oh, look at that. It is all really dark red. Maybe some of it is 0, some has got 20 kilograms, and some has got 40 kilograms per hectare. So what I think I'm going to do here is, since this field is fairly low in nitrogen, we're going to slap some soybeans in it, and we'll see what what all our levels will say after that, and go from there. We'll plant something different over here in 17. I think we'll do, let's try canola in 17. And then up here in 2, I don't know. What should we put in 2? We'll do, let's try sunflowers up in 2. We'll see what that, yeah, we'll go sunflowers in 2. So we'll have soybeans in 16. We'll put canola in 17. And we'll put sunflowers in 2. But I believe we're probably going to have to lime all the fields here first. Yep, that one's going to need it. And that one needs it too as well, so. Excuse me. Alright, this field is almost done. Might as well top up the lime spreader before we throw them over on 17. You'll probably use most of the whole trailer full on 17, I would think. Oh boy, I've got 600,000 in the bank. I might even buy another field here yet and see what we can't do from that. I might buy something that's already got a crop in it. I'm not sure yet. See what's available and what the prices are. I've got my soy drink factory is up and going. It's like 2 pallets of soy drink there. Move you over a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Whoops. There we go. Oh boy, I need to put some seeds in here. Jumping the gun here, getting everything ready to go on the fields, and I don't even have enough seed. Oh, yeah, that's fertilizer. What am I doing? I love using the Great Plains seeder. Does everything, so 1 seeder, all you need. Especially if you're doing lots of big fields. Alright, let's go soybeans. Where are ya? There we go. Alright, got the AI on there. Let's jump out. pH value is perfect on this field. Let's run over here and look at that. Perfect, and the nitrogen value is good. Good at 20 kilograms per hectare. So that's, you need just that. You don't want to put any fertilizer on it because you're gonna, you'll just burn this crop. So this is done already. Soybeans, the easiest thing in precision farming. You got fields with no nitrogen, perfect. Throw soybeans in them. They love it. Now let's go over here. This guy is seeding. Oh, let's see. I know I've got some cultivating to do in number 2. So my nice John Deere 8960. This thing just, I love this exhaust tone on this. It is so... It's not the hugest power for a very big tractor. It's only 370 horsepower, but she's a beaut. And it's just, it's all about that torque. This cultivator, super cheap. Where is this here? Let's go take a look at what I've got. So under cultivators, I put this one in from the mod hub. Is way down at the end here is the Lizard SP11V. This is a 16 meter cultivator, and these are the cultivator attachments. So you need that first, and then you need 4 of these guys at 4 meters. That makes up your 16 meter cultivator. Super cheap. 4 of those are 6,800 for the cultivators, and then 800 for that. So you're looking at about 7,000 around for a 16 meter cultivator. Super cheap. The only bad thing about this is you try to fold it and it doesn't like it. This is what happens. It just makes a disaster. So they don't fold. That's the only thing with this. So we'll just unfold this mess now that I got her all bent out of shape, and yeah, there we go. It'll all straighten out. It is kind of a pain in the you-know-what, because each of these is individual, so if you want to fold them all up, you gotta go through each piece. It's not a really easy cultivator to work with. It's a little easier when you just throw the AI on there. But if you're doing it by yourself, it's, each section is a piece that you have to fold and unfold, lower, lift. Kind of becomes a pain in the butt. And the fact that it doesn't fold up, it just makes a horrible mess. So if you've got a map like this where there's lots of big open space to drive around, you're fine. You're gonna have to watch out for traffic though. Ah, excuse me. Oh, what are you gonna do? Okay. Alright, we'll check on you in a little bit. Let's go back and see what's all happening here. This guy's almost done his soybean seed. This guy's getting her done on 17. Probably going to have to fill him up with more lime. He's really going through it here. So I've got the precision farming on, and I noticed watching Mr. Seeley P the one time, he was doing a mod review, and for some reason, when he put the RTK station down, it was destroying his save files. So I've got precision farming on. I don't have an RTK station placed, so I'm hoping that my game is gonna, you know, save and I'm not gonna have any issues with that, because that would suck losing probably a couple of days of farming on this map, and you know, up to like 600,000. I started with no government subsidy signs or anything. I've been grinding contracts and just making my money that way, so it would really suck for me if I lost this game file. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I've been having some really aggravating times with Wyther Farms. I love that Missy B map, but for the life of me I can't have a save file on there. I don't know what happens. It just, I save the game, it says it's saved, and then when I try to quit back to the main screen, it's gone. I don't know what's going on, but it's so aggravating. There's a little tiny bit of lime on that side, but that's fine. It's going to show that that field is pretty much all covered, so I'm not going to go back and get that little tiny slice there. That's just, I don't even think it'll apply because it's such a small area. Well, hopefully this guy can get this all done on this trailer. I'd hate to go back and put like 1,000 liters in just to finish 20 feet off. Come on, buddy, you can do her. Oh yeah, we'll make it. Excellent. Let's see, would it actually let me put lime on? Oh, it will too. Oh, I might as well run this down the side and use up the last 700 liters of lime. Anyway, what the heck? Why not? So what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to get everything seeded, and we're going to put fertilizer on if it needs it, and then I'm going to fast forward right into the next day, and we're going to crank off the crops and do some harvesting, and we'll take a look at what our yields are. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I got another field to lime here, so we'll get this filled up and take it up to 2. Oh yeah, this has got a horrible turning radius. That's why there's so much left over on the ends here. That's okay, I will come back and do the headland pieces that he misses, so that's okay. Alright, this guy is done. Let's see if I can squeak through here. Eek! Yep, okay. Now, let's go canola. Now, you look at this, and our pH value is perfect on this field. Just what we want. Run over here, and we've got 20 kilograms per hectare. With canola is bad, so that tells you it needs nitrogen. So, when this field is done, we're going to give it what it wants. We're gonna put some nitrogen on it. So, while this guy's seeding, this guy's doing his cultivating. We'll use the 6920. I like this little tractor. She's a beaut. Some openable front and back window. The roof opens up. She's a nice one. And I love the little narrow duals with the normal tires. It just looks good. Oh yeah, what am I doing? My fertilizer spreaders are right here. So we'll lower this down, grab one of those. Which one? Left or right? Well, I'll take this one then. Get everything all nice and topped up. Alright, let's get you up to field 2. Slow crawl up the hill. I guess lime is the heaviest thing in the game, so... I'm gonna have to come back, touch that up. And definitely gotta touch all of this up. So now that we've got seed in the ground, basically we have not put any fertilizer on this. There's fertilizer left in the ground from what was harvested last time. I can't even remember what I had on this field, so. But there wasn't much nitrogen left after whatever I harvested. It's all pretty much depleted to, I think it's down to 40. There's only 20 there. Yeah, it's about 20 kilograms per hectare, so. Canola's not liking its life right now, but we will change that as soon as the field gets sowed, and we'll give it what it wants, some nitrogen. This guy should have maybe a little bit more than one more pass after this. I'm just letting the AI workers do their thing. I'm not going to bother jumping in and speed seeding or anything like that. Just let them do what they do. These guys deserve some money. I've got lots, so we'll pay some people today. Which reminds me, I was thinking of looking at buying another field. see what is out there. I've got 5. Oh, there we go. Expected yield potential, not very, oh, it's decent, 98. 539,000. I've got 585,000. Might be a possibility. Well, let's see, what's this? Oh, those look pretty good. Expected yield is over definitely 100%, so we're not going to lose out. 593, I've got 585. I don't have enough for that, so let's see. 14. Oh, that's way out of my league. 12. Still out of my league. Well, I might have to buy this cornfield maybe. We'll wait on that. Let's just hold back here for a little bit. We will get the crops off tomorrow, and then I'll probably buy a field. Try to get something that is been harvested and just needs cultivation, and we'll go from there. Because it gets kind of tricky when doing contracts when you have precision farming on. Because if the expected yield isn't very good, you're pretty much doing the contract and you're not going to be able to fulfill it. You won't get enough grain off the field and you're going to take a loss. So be very careful, be very wary when doing contracts for AIs for harvesting, because you be sure that that crop is good and it's going to have a high yield. Otherwise you're going to be doing a bunch of work for nothing, and it's really aggravating. So be careful when doing that. Well, I'm going to leave it on here. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. see what everybody else is up to here. This guy should be done. Alright. There we go. This end all doctored up. And we can get lime spreading out here. Ow! Boy. Twinge in my hip. Jeez. Now I want to go back down to this other far end because for some reason this guy always seems to lift his cultivator just a little too soon when he gets to the end and leaves a little tiny strip of uncultivated field, so fix that all up here. Should only need one section of cultivator. Which one is it? Nope. There we go. One. I'm just going to lift the one right beside it, but forget it. We'll just get to the end here. Alright, get you out of the way. Just kind of leave them parked right here for now. Alright, this guy's almost done, so let's get liming over here because he's going to need a field to seed very soon. Alright, get going. Might as well get you back to the yard. Oh, I love that exhaust sound. Let's just stop here for a second and let's show you this. Some really nice options on this thing. And cheap. So, there you go. 8960 John Deere, $80,000. Like, that's cheap. That's your base one. You get it like that. Well, depending on what options you have, if you go with a used color, it'll take the price down. But new, fuel tank standard, or add an extra fuel tank, I strongly recommend adding the extra tank. This tractor will literally run forever on a tank. It goes down so slow, you can get so much work done, and this thing just, I think I've got this on a different map, and it'll only go down like a quarter of a tank every 8 hours. So yeah, you'll probably get about 30 some hours out of a full tank of gas if you go with the extra tank. Let's see here, what do we got? Trelleborg, Michelin, Midas, Trelleborg. You get the duals weights, narrower duals weights, triples, weights front and back. We'll go, oops. Michelin, it's the Midas that are, there we go. The TM 1250s, the big LSW wheels. Oh, looks sick like that. Standard bronze tip with flap, or just your straight silver straight pipe. Attachers, 3-point, or you can just go PTO or standard. I do the 3-point. Aussie extended version, US version. Aussie version puts in an oversized on this there. I just go standard, looks nice. Windows, a little bit of tint on there, and the engine base is only 300, but you can get her up to 370, which is, it's not the biggest horsepower for a large tractor, but this thing is a torque monster. It pulls really good. Added lights in the front. You can get it with or without GPS, or yeah, it's a nice one, and it sounds amazing. Only goes 32, so it's, you know, slow like the big buds. You don't go very fast. Oh, how am I gonna get? So I'm just gonna have to jump over the tracks side. Oh, am I even fit through here? Whoops. Oh, which one did I... That's another thing. There we go. Alright, you can take a break now, buddy. We won't need you until it's cultivating time tomorrow. So yeah, I've been using this for 2 hours and the gas gauge hasn't even moved yet. Oh, I just love the sound of this. I could listen to this thing all day. Anyways. Oh, okay. You are done. So, we're gonna start fertilizing now that we got the canola in the ground. And there's only 20 kilograms per hectare. So it needs fertilizer. Now, when you do it like this, you're putting seed into the ground. There's no fertilizer state, barely at all. So you are going to need fertilizer. So when you do it this way, it's going to put on the exact amount of fertilizer for this crop. Instead of when you're doing it the other way and you're just fertilizing your fields before you plant, it's not the case. You don't need it. So we're gonna jump in the old 6920 and let's go put some fertilizer on. Now, get up here. Now, application rate is at 0, but it says increasing nitrogen level to optimal value for canola on sandy loam. So this is going to give the crop exactly what it needs. So, there we go. You go get it. We'll jump out of here right away, and we look over here where it's not fertilized, and it's bad. It's bad. Nitrogen levels in the red. It's not good. Now we'll run over here to where it's fertilized. Bang. Nitrogen perfect at 180 kilograms per hectare. So my pH value is perfect. My nitrogen value is perfect. I am going to get maximum yield off this field. Like I said, I was overthinking everything way too much before, and just go back to the basics of just seed the field with no fertilizer in it, and then when you do fertilize, it's going to put optimal levels on for you. Like how easier can this be? Way more cheaper as well, because, you know, before you'd be putting fertilizer on twice. If you're on seasons, maybe you're fertilizing 3 times. This is one application of fertilizer, and that's it. Like, this is so simple. I was way overthinking this before, when I didn't need to, because I was always under the belief of, oh, I need like manure or slurry to go on first, and then I would seed, and then I would put on another layer of fertilizer, and I was just killing my crops with way too much nitrogen. So as you see, if you were to put nitrogen on the field, it's going to bump it right up to 200 kilograms per hectare. And that would be bad for canola because it's perfect at 180 kilograms per hectare. So don't fertilize your fields first. Stay away from that bad habit if you're doing precision farming. Just seed your fields, then fertilize, and everything's going to be perfect. With that being said, let's go put some sunflowers up in field number 2. Oh shoot, I forgot. This guy's... yeah, he needs some more lime. He ran out on that field. So let's go fill him up and get him back out over here, and then we'll get over here with the seeder right away. I don't need to put any fertilizer at all on field 16 because that was sown with soybeans, and soybeans do not like fertilizer at all. So, which is very, very strange that a crop will grow, you know, optimally with zero fertilization. Which, that's fantastic. Like, put in soybeans. If you have a field completely zapped of nitrogen, yeah, put soybeans in and it's perfect. You just need to sow it and it's fine, it's good. You know, soybeans become the easiest crop to sow now when you have fields that are, you know, bad nitrogen levels. Throw soybeans in there, it loves it. It's also, I guess if you're doing like start from scratch or something and you're very limited with your money and you are doing precision farming, yeah, soybeans become great because you don't need to fertilize them at all. So you're just spending money on seeds and that's all. And once the lime is done, it usually stays pretty good. I've found I think after 2 or 3 harvests is when you're going to need to reapply for lime, but I think it only drops down a little bit after each harvest, so well, I hope anybody watching this later is going to find this beneficial and very useful, because lots of people are just having trouble figuring out precision farming. And yeah, I've been doing tests and tests and tests, and yeah, it's actually way easier than I thought. Oh, hello Harley, how are ya? Doing some precision farming on Westbridge Hills. Well, that was a quick stop. Just stopped in to say hi, hey? Well. Oh, still here. You're just not appearing in the chat, that's all. Still says I got nobody watching, but that's okay. As long as you're still here, that's fine with me. Probably didn't catch anything that I was saying before, but this is way easier than I thought. I was overthinking everything so way too much before. And yeah, just going back to basics of just having a cultivated field, seeding it, and then fertilizing is the way to go. That's all there is to it. It's so simple now. And yeah, you only need a application of fertilizer. That's it. Just one. And if you're doing soybeans, you don't even need fertilizer. If you've got a field that's 0 nitrogen, it's perfect. Throw soybeans in. And then you can just leave it alone. Other crops are going to require different amounts. Like on the canola field. Back over there quickly. Oh, okay. This guy is done. We run over here. The canola had this field had like 0 fertilizer in it when I started. I put the seed in, fertilized it once. It puts it to optimal level for canola. So my pH value is perfect. My nitrogen value is perfect. So I'm just going to reap the benefits, reap the rewards. Get the 1050 over there and pump some seed into the ground on number 2. What did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, sunflowers on 2. So get this filled back up. We'll get over here and we'll put the sunflowers in the ground and we'll see what magic level of fertilizer that they're going to want. So we know canola is perfect at 180 kilograms per hectare, so if you're to fertilize your field before you put in canola, it's gonna put down 200 kilograms of nitrogen on a bare field with no seed in it. That's just what the game does. It puts it to maximum value because it's like, yeah, that's perfect. It should be great. But it's not great for all crops. So try to get out of the habit of fertilizing your field before you sow. Sunflowers it be. Trying to do a little crop of whatever, like something different in all my fields so I can find out the perfect levels that they need. Share some of this information with everybody later. Yeah, he's on sunflowers. Perfect. Alright. So have you been doing any precision farming, Harley, or are you just kind of staying away from it? Alright, now that we're back up at field 2, take a look and see what everything says here. Alright. So, there's only 20 kilograms of nitrogen in this field. The pH value says it's perfect. And we will find out what nitrogen value that sunflowers like to grow at. As soon as this guy is done. I think I'm gonna take over and we're gonna speed sow here. Just get this done. So I'm going to get my fields all sown, get the nitrogen value where it wants to be, and I'm just going to 120 the time up and get to harvesting the next day and see what my yields are going to look like. They should be very good, so... try to get this done as quick as I can here. Oh shoot. This guy's still in the field blocking my path here. Alright, get you pulled off to the side, out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. There we go. Should be a fairly quick stream today. Probably only going to be on this for 2 hours. I just wanted to do a little precision farming and kind of show everybody that it's not quite as hard as everybody was thinking. Oh, I love speed hacking this Great Plains. You get a lot of seeding done really fast. Well, you need the power too. The Fendt 1050 is only pulling it at 30 kilometers. But that's like literally twice as fast as normal, so if you've got the power to pull the Great Plains and speed hack it, that's nice. quite impressed today that my bird hasn't absolutely lost his mind and gone absolutely insane and just squawk and chirp. And now that I said that, he's probably gonna, yeah, lose his mind here soon. We'll see. Maybe I can get through this stream without the bird getting out of control. Alright. We've got sunflowers in field 2. Now let's get the guy fertilizing and we'll see what the number is for, what the magic number is for sunflowers. Go right to the edge, and alright, so there was 20 kilograms per hectare on here, which was as low as you can get basically. And now, well, looks like sunflowers are optimal with 120 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. So there you go. pH perfect, nitrogen perfect. I was so overthinking this before. It is so much simpler than I thought. One application of fertilizer for precision farming. That's all you need. And try to get yourself out of the habit of putting fertilizer on your fields before you seed, because it won't work. You're gonna have way too much nitrogen in your fields and you're just gonna burn whatever crop you put in. Because if I were to have fertilized before, it would have put 200 kilograms per hectare of nitrogen on field 2, and then I would have put sunflowers in it, and it would have been way too much fertilizer. It would have said bad, and my yields would have been bad as well. So don't overthink it. Cultivate your fields, sow your fields, fertilize it once. It's going to put it at optimum value, and there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, that's that. Get all my beauties washed up here, put away. Let that guy finish fertilizing field 2. We'll 120 the time until sleep through the night, and see what our harvests look like. Okay. Just got one more pass to do. Get everybody moved back home. Washed up and put away for the night. See, this is one thing I don't understand on Westbridge Hills. There's icons at the phones. It just says telephone, but when you approach it, there's no option comes up. I don't know why they would have icons for phones, like for pay phones out here, and there's nothing you can do with them. I don't know why they have that. It's weird. Oh well. So, I think I've got to fulfill a craving today. I have been just craving so bad for A&W burgers. And go get myself a big, large A&W onion ring. And a root beer. Oh, man. I don't know what to have, matzo burgers or teen burgers. I think I'll go matzo burgers. Man, I'm getting hungry right now. Right. Oh, this guy's still going. I'll strip down the side here. I think I might try to get that. Oh, it's gonna let me. Cool. Oh, maybe not. No, it's not gonna let me. Alright. Well, whatever. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'll go this way then. Aw. Harley, stop calling me Stinko, please. You're hurting my feelings. My feelings are pretty easy to be broken right now. I had a horrible day yesterday. Yeah, Stinky-O is still, yeah. Please don't. I'm a lot more sensitive than you would think. If you don't call me Stinko, I'll stop calling you 120. Okay. So have you tried any precision farming yet, Harley, or you just waiting, watching, seeing what happens? You play with it and you like it, eh? Have you been getting maximum yields? You got her all figured out now, too? So you got, yeah, you got a pretty good farm set up on Welker. Have you been doing precision farming on Welker? Because, man, it would take you a hell of a long time to be doing soil samples in those big giga fields out there. Red Dead Redemption, hey? Alright. Those are put away. Well, if you're learning as you go, Harley, I hope you watched, or I hope you watched most of this, or heard half of what I was saying, because this is way easier than I thought. Get out of the bad habits of putting fertilizer and stuff on your field before you sow, because it's not not as not as good as an idea as it was before. So cultivate your fields, sow them with no fertilizer in it, and then when you do put fertilizer on, it's going to put it optimum for that, and that's it. One application of fertilizer right after you're done sowing, and you don't need to touch it anymore. It's done. Like this. pH, perfect. Nitrogen, perfect. All of my fields are like this. Everything is, the nitrogen levels are perfect. The pHs are perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna 120 the time up here and get to harvesting the next day. And I want to see nice dark greens for yields. Soybeans, zero fertilizer. So if you've got a field that's like completely zapped of nitrogen, just put soybeans in it and don't put any fertilizer on after that. It's soybeans like zero fertilizer. So that's like so easy to do that. Just, you know, sow it and forget about it. As I found out, the canola is perfect at, oh, actually canola says it's perfect at 200 kilograms per hectare. Or 180. 180 to 200 for canola is perfect. I did find the sunflowers were, they only needed, I think it was 100 kilograms per hectare, so that's like half of the normal level that would apply on a field. So all right, hurry up, time go by. See, as you see here, I got my soybeans in this one field. The nitrogen says good at 20 kilograms per hectare. Perfect level for soybeans is like zero nitrogen. So that's good. All right, get to 7:30. There we go. 7:30. I can now sleep. We'll go. Let's go 13 hours should be enough. Yeah, we'll go 13 hours. All right. Everything should be ready to harvest here as soon as everything catches up. Other state, growth, one more. I'll get the harvester out and get lined up and ready to go. Alright. Exactly what I wanted to see. A nice dark green color coming from behind the harvester. Maximum yield. Excellent. Oh, I'm gonna make a killing now. Now, I'm gonna jump out. This is all, it's good, perfect, whatever. Now we go over to what's harvested. This is interesting now. The nitrogen value goes up after you plant soybeans and harvest them. So we have 20 kilograms per hectare on the field that's not harvested, but then when we run back over to the harvested spot, there's now 60 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. So, saying from a cost-effective point, I could take this, cultivate it, and put in sunflower seeds, and it's only going to need 40 kilograms per hectare to bump it up to 100, and that would be perfect for sunflowers. So it would need a very small fertilizer application for, say, sunflowers on here. Alright, what tractor am I going to use to haul grain? Let's see. Yeah, what the heck. We'll use a pin. Why not? Now, before I had precision farming on, I did have a field of soybeans planted in here once, and I remember what I got for yield off of it, so this is going to be a great comparison. I can tell already that I'm going to blow the other yield out of the water. I can tell already that it's going to be way more that I get off of here. Before I got, I think it was 22,000 for a full combine here. I think I got, it was like 30,000 liters off of this field before. So I'm going to be curious to see what we get for yield here. It's going to be way higher. So did you see this, Harley? After harvesting, it's bumping the nitrogen up in value on this field to 60 kilograms. So when you're done harvesting soybeans, it's putting nitrogen back into the ground, which is pretty sweet. I agree. It does make this game better, and like now that I've got stuff figured out to the point where I'm gonna get maximum yields all the time, it's just I'm gonna be making money hand over fist now. yeah. Jeez. I've only done 2.5 passes, or 3.5 passes, and I'm almost halfway full of my tipper, so I'm going to blow the yield out of the water that I had before precision farming was on. Let's take a look at the precision farming map here. And look at it, the pH is, oh, that's interesting. The pH is going up. How is, huh, that's weird. Usually after harvest your pH goes down, but it looks like it's going up actually. That's interesting. And as we can see, the soybeans are putting nitrogen back into the ground after harvest. So it looks like the loam is the best soil. This green is sandy loam. Not getting as high of a yield, but it's still decent. It's still, is it 95%, I think? 95 or 100% still, so that's good. Now, what does it say? Oh, my total earnings are just going up and up and up and up. Beautiful. Oh yeah, compared to last time, it's a lot more yield. Huh. It says I've had 0 views. Weird. zapped my coffee to warm it up again. Well, thanks for joining me today, Harley. You made my day a little brighter. So I'm thinking I'm going to get at least, compared to when I didn't have the precision farming on, I did have soybeans in this field once, and I only got about 25, I think it was 25,000 liters in total. And I'm at 20, I will be at 22,000 after my harvester finishes unloading. And yeah, I'm gonna end up with, well, easily over 25,000, so it'll be interesting to see what the maximum yield is compared to like the base game without precision farming on, is what I'm curious to see. I know it's going to be more, so I'll be able to tell by how much is in the harvester when he's finished. So pretty much right now is I've matched my best harvest without precision farming on already. So this is all bonus in the field now. Improvement over the worker. I don't have the RTK station put in on this one. I was watching Mr. Sealy P was doing a mod review from Westbridge the one time, and he wanted to try to well, one of the new mods was the little small RTK stations that are on the tripods. But whenever he was putting an RTK station in on Westbridge, it would destroy his game file, and he would have to, you know, reload, re-put everything back in. So I am staying away from the RTK station on here because, well, it was killing CLEP's saves. So I am not doing the RTK station here because I kind of want to keep this game. I don't want to lose this. The RTK station does make it's very, very minimal improvement with the workers that I've noticed. I've got the RTK station on Pacific Northwest, and actually they work so efficiently that it's actually it hinders. They were getting so close on the edges, like perfectly lined up, that on the hills it was actually they were actually missing spots. Instead of overlapping too much like before, they were actually missing spots because they were trying to be too precise. So I think what I've got here is 5, at least another, I'll say probably 2,500 liters extra off this field compared to my maximum yield without precision farming on. So there's a little bit of a difference. Oh yeah, definitely. So my biggest yield off this field before was 25,000 liters without precision farming. With precision farming, my biggest yield now is 28,000, so an improvement of, say, about 2,500, almost 3,000 liters. Not bad. Swing over here, start harvesting canola. And there we go. Maximum yield again. Perfect. Just beautiful. I love it. Now, let's see here. After harvesting, there is still 60 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare in here. So we got pH perfect, nitrogen perfect at 180 kilograms per hectare for canola. And then the harvested part, there's still 60 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare left. That's good. All good. Which means I'm not going to need as much fertilizer for whatever else I put in here next time. So, saving you even more money. Oh, I love this tractor. It's just, the exhaust tone on it is just so nice. Okay. Start cultivating this field and get it ready for sowing. So remember, after harvest, do not fertilize your fields. Get out of the habit when you're doing precision farming. I know that's going to be really hard for Germany G because he always puts fertilizer on after he's harvested, so he's going to have to break that habit. All right. Going to take these soybeans and dump them right into my factory. Oh, what's that? Okay, he's still going. Good. Oh, nice. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 full pallets of soy drink. Nice. I'm gonna have to buy a container here. Well, let's see what the prices are on that stuff. Oh, where am I going here? Right, soy drink is 1,185 per thousand. Not really the greatest price on that. I think I'll leave that sitting there and we'll wait for a better price to come up. Sweet. And water's full, soybeans halfway full at 56,000 liters. That will be producing soy drink for a long time to come yet, so that's good. knew the bird was going to start acting up. Getting a little feisty over there. What bird? What you arguing at yourself in the mirror for? Oh, what the heck's going on here? I wasn't watching. Why did... Unload, buddy. Come on. Well, I'm liking how this is all working out now. I was just literally just banging my head off the wall trying to figure this precision farming out before, and all I needed to do was just stop what I was doing from before and just stop putting fertilizer on the fields before you put cropping. You just, that's it. That's the only thing you have to do now. Just stop over applying fertilizer, pretty much. I want to get through this canola field and we'll at least get into the sunflowers a little bit, and then I think I'll probably call it a good stream. And I know anybody else that's, if they watch this, they're gonna start adjusting the way they do things right away. I will be right back, folks. I'm just gonna take a quick break here. got back just in time here. It's almost time for another unload out of the tipper. Perfect, this guy's done. Oh, what the frick is going on with this stupid harvester? Doesn't want to unload into my tipper for some reason when I don't know why. It's weird. Looking at my houseplants here and my banana trees ready to unfurl another leaf. Boy, these things are huge leaves on these. I think I'm just gonna put my canola in the bin and worry about that later. Actually, I might sell my canola and then I'll could be almost on my way to getting a new field. Let's see, what's the price for canola? Barley, oh, canola. Oh, nice, I got 29,000 liters still in there. 1300, 1368. It's the best price at restaurant. All right, off to the restaurant. The restaurant that actually looks like the ranch, and the ranch that looks like the restaurant. They kind of, I think they kind of messed up in this one, and they might have mislabeled the sale locations because it just doesn't make sense, really. When you see them, you'll know why. Now, when you come up here, you look at this place. Oh, yeah, sure, there's take a good look here. Yeah, there's a patio with some tables. But that's it. There's a door. But does this look like a restaurant, really? Like there's no signs. There's another payphone again. Oh no, that's not a payphone, that's a bank machine there. But still, this does not look like a restaurant. Sure, there are a couple dining tables on the side here, but really, when you look at it, you'd think it should have like a sign saying like, you know, fine dining or food or restaurant or something, but there's nothing there. So this is the restaurant, but I think it kind of looks like the ranch because it's, you know, there's like, the cow pen isn't that far away. There's a little fenced off area where it looks like you could have cattle or something in there, but, you know, this place is called the restaurant, and I think it looks more like the ranch. Now we're gonna take a little drive up, and we're gonna go look at the ranch. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. And you'll see what I mean when we get up to what they call the ranch. You're gonna see what I mean, and it doesn't look like the ranch. Hey, Helper C, I know you got a full grain tank. I'll be there in a second. So yeah, now when you come up here, this is labeled as the ranch, which I can see, you know, there's some corrals, some little pasture area here. But when you look at the place, does that look like the ranch? Uncle Pete's Excellent Diner. There's, like, this is the ranch, but there's a restaurant there. And the other place is called the restaurant, but it looks like the ranch. This place is the ranch, and it looks like a restaurant. Well, it's kind of backwards and weird, but whatever. It is what it is. I don't have crop damage on, so I'm not worried about running across my field. Yeah, 624,000. What am I looking at? I was thinking of buying a field here. Oh, let's see. What should we buy? 602,000. Oh, actually, take a look at that one again. Whoops. Nice, lots of loam in there, and the yield expected is 120% already, so that is going to be a good yielding field. I'll keep that one in mind. Let's see what's in 7. It's got corn, 539, lots of silty clay there. Okay, so it's 681,000. 15, what are you? 753. Ooh, okay. What was that one? Half and half, basically loam and silty clay. It's 21 has got the sunflowers, expected yield 100%. You know what? I think I might have to just go with this one here. 91% loam. Can't go wrong there. Everything loves growing in loam, so the yield is 120%. And it's 602,000. Yeah, let's buy it. You, now, mine. Cool. Oh, I think I'm going to have to stop the cultivator guy here from going, because he's going to catch up to the harvester here soon. So we'll stop you right there for now. Let this guy finish. Excuse me. Well, I'm sure this video is definitely going to help people along with precision farming. I know I've got a good couple friends on my list that they're really going to enjoy watching this, because I think I've basically figured it out. So it wasn't as hard as I was thinking. I thought I was going to be, testing and just, endless forever trying to figure out exactly everything. But all I needed to do was just stop, slow down, and just one step at a time. Don't try to prepare your field before sowing. Just cultivate it, sow it, and then fertilize, and that's it. 3 steps. Now, well, lime if you need it, but that's it. 1 layer of fertilizer, and it's good. It's perfect. Oh, I was just overthinking everything way too much before. This is way better. Obviously way better, because I'm getting, perfect yields. I'm getting the highest yields I could get, so my strategy has paid off. Alright, take this load down to the restaurant that looks like the ranch. Canola harvest is almost done. So I did notice with when I had bought in field 12 there that it said it was like 100 and basically 110 or 115% expected yield potential. I remember before I had turned precision farming off, I was the one that sowed that and put on two levels of fertilization on field 12. So that was done 2 times over before I had put precision farming on. And it says it's going to have maximum yield off there. So yeah, it goes to show that if you do work for the AIs and you're doing fertilizer for them, I believe with precision farming on, even like I'm pretty sure that that the AI fields require 2 coats, I think. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that too and see if it is like that. So the AI is treating their fields as if precision farming is not on. It doesn't really affect them, but it does affect the yields. So keep that in mind. If you don't do any work for the AIs and you forget to check what the yield potential is coming off that field, you can find yourself doing a whole lot of work for absolutely nothing because you won't be able to finish the contract. I've come across that once before. So be wary about doing contracts for AI field owners. If you see that the yield isn't going to be good coming off of that field, do not take on that contract. You will lose money. You will not be able to complete the contract. So keep that in mind. And I know that the sugar beets in field 15 here, I know that I had done 2 levels of fertilizer on those, so let's look at field prices, because that's where it's going to tell me. There you go. I did 2 levels of fertilizer on there, and the expected yield is 100 and whatever it looks like, 4%. So yeah, that one will be a good field. It'll yield better than 100. So okay. I know I got field 12 is like right here, but I kind of want to go and work the sunflowers that I had planted. I want to see that yield coming off of there too, because everything was perfect on that field as well. So myself enough freaking room here, as usual. Well, I know the yield is going to be maximum on the sunflowers because the nitrogen level was perfect and the lime level was perfect, so it leads me to believe I'm going to get max yield off there. So with that said, I think well, no, I'll get into that field a little bit just to show. And then I'm gonna probably call this stream good after that. So we'll run over and grab the Capello header here and we'll eat up some sunflowers. Oh, that'll be almost perfect timing. I usually only have, I try to just do like 3 hours for a stream. Don't want to make it too long, so yeah, this will work out just nicely. I'll be able to get out to the sunflower field and start seeing the maximum yield coming off of there, and we'll call it good for a day. I know lots of other people usually just use the regular corn header as their sunflower header, but I love this thing. The Capello Halansinif head, I think that's what it's called. The sunflower only header, but oh, it is just amazing using this. And it's still 12 meters, it's still just as wide as the regular corn header. But there is a difference. Oh, geez, look at that. Actually, I'm here too early. My sunflowers haven't even turned yet. Oh, darn it. Well, I guess I could, guess I'll leave the head here and just go get my regular crop header back on, and might as well start getting the oats off of field 12 that I just bought. Well, anyway, I know I'm going to get maximum yield off of this field. I will get maximum yield off of field 12, because I remember I had put... Yeah. There you go, buddy. So bloody impatient. There, get going. Alright. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get max off of here. Like, pH is perfect. Nitrogen is perfect. So, like, I know I'm gonna get maximum. So, that's really nice. Yeah, so with that said, All I've got to do is harvest 2 more fields that are going to be perfect yields, and Farmer J-Dub is glad to say that precision farming isn't that hard. It's actually enjoyable, it's fun, and you're saving a bunch of money by not doing 2 applications of fertilizer. Um, you don't have to, fertilize the ground before sowing because everything needs a different nitrogen value for being perfect. So stop overspreading on your fields, sow it, then fertilize it, and enjoy the maximum yields. Don't overthink it, just simplify it. That's all. Farmer J-Dub, thanks anybody for watching. Harley Quinn hanging in there for a large portion of the stream anyway. Um, Anybody watches this, give a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you want. Just check it out. Share this with friends. And yeah, it's not as hard as everybody thought it was going to be. Stop overthinking and just simplify. Stay safe, stay healthy, look after one another. If I'm not doing another stream before Christmas, anybody that celebrates Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy, healthy, wonderful holiday. And I will talk to you soon and catch you on the flip side.